before we get to the film, let me ask you about your background, where you're from, and how you started filmmaking.
Okay, I'm from Belgrade, Serbia, but actually I'm from Belgrade, Yugoslavia, since I was born. It was the Yugoslavian country. And then I started film directing there. And I moved in the '97 to Berlin, and from Berlin to Paris. So I did the film school in Paris, and then I did this. This is the first feature.
Mm-hmm. And why did you move from Serbia?
Because everybody was feeling that the NATO was gonna bomb us, so we fled away. No, I mean there was not a lot of money. And just like the time to finish the school was like 6-7 years that you were waiting to get the money for the diploma film. So I saw it's like studying surgery, huh? And I wanted to just try something else.
Okay, and let's talk about the film a little bit. Where you got the concept for this film, and just tell us a little bit about the plot and the characters.
Okay, so the film is the story of a young soldier who is stuck on an abandoned farm with his unit, and the commander asks them to execute a group of prisoners. He hesitates, but like everybody goes, he follows them. And there were two reasons for doing the film. First is what was happening in former Yugoslavia during the '90s. And then I moved to France, but the last decade I was feeling like the same images of violence are coming back. That's something I was trying to run away, was returning through images we got from Iraq and Abu Ghraib, you know. So I wanted to negotiate my relation to this violence. And I was mainly interested in, is it possible that violence and executions in war are a product of ordinary people who do it out of obedience to authority. So we imagined the shooting like some kind of laboratory experiment, that we created a fictional war situation. We were working only with non-actors who didn't know nothing about the script. And we were shooting in order, scene after scene. So every scene I was explaining them what it is about and asking them how they would react. So the film is very much, we didn't have a long script, there was 20 pages. The film is made with them, out of their answers on my questions. Mm-hmm. And I accepted that I will go where they lead me. I didn't want to illustrate a concept, I wanted to test it.
Mm-hmm. And why did you choose to work with non-professional actors?
Because an actor would bring me an interpretation, and he would bring me psychology also. And with this way of working, I think that the most appropriate was a non-actor, because I made them live for a month before the shooting like in an army. And every day on the set they were coming like a unit. Mm-hmm. They were dressing themselves, they were living totally like in a military, how do you call it, caserne. And the way I was choosing them was that for each of them I was thinking that in a similar situation they really might obey to authority. Mm-hmm. Which I could not get from an actor.
Yeah.
He would not engage him personally. He would engage his dramatic art. Mm-hmm. And I was not curious about the dramatic art of acting. I was curious to explore the human person I'm filming.
Okay. And how did you get the financing together for the film?
Well, in the beginning it was quite complicated, because I think everybody was a little bit scared of the script, scared of the fact that there was not much script, and scared of the fact I wanted to follow an executor from a point of view, let's say, not from inside him, but with him. So it was like politically scaring people. And then I was getting this invitation for the Cannes Film Festival Atelier with the script. And after Arte France entered, and it made things much more easier.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of promotion did you use for the film? Did you use any traditional advertising, or did you use online platforms, social networks to spread the word about this film?
I was not promoting the film while preparing and shooting it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do it as much incognito as I could. So the promotion started with the festival. The film was selected in Cannes, so a festival is also a mediatic platform for promoting the film. Mm-hmm. But after we didn't have much advertising, it was more reviews and internet, blogs.
Blogs? What kind of, like, did you write about the film in the blogs?
No, it's more the attaché de presse.
Okay.
Was finding her contacts, showing the film to people who were after, if they liked it, writing about it.
Okay, and lastly, I wanted to ask you, when you finished this film, what were the conclusions you derived from this human history, the human study, and how did it apply to the situation in other countries right now, the people who are in war? What did you notice in these people?
No, when I decided to work on the film, it was because that once you start thinking that this violence is product of ordinary people who obey to authority, it's like an idea who is very scary and also haunting you. But it's also an extreme experience that none of us had. So it's something we can only formulate hypotheses. So it's and while working with the non-actors I chose, I think that we come up to two things. That first, when there is an authority who is covering as legal something which is a criminal act, people do it easily. And also when there is a group who drags them. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that we are always free to say no. And it's often there are no consequences.
Can you tell us a little bit about your future projects?
To write a book.
Okay, so no film projects.
No, once you see the film business, you want to have a little bit longer holidays from this. Mm-hmm. No, I started writing another script, I'm joking.
Okay.
But it's only the beginning, because I still have one leg inside the film and one is out, so it's some kind of in-between time. Okay,
and do you want to tell us about your new film, or?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
It's really on the very beginning. I just know that I want something totally opposite. Mm-hmm. That this film was like going in something very dark and in extreme violence, and I want to go totally another direction.
Great. Well, good luck with it.
Thanks.
Thank you.